It is 25 degrees outside, and I thought I would show you how I keep my animals warm around the barn. I don't have power out at the barn, so I have to run extension cords out here. I have 2 different extension cords running from 2 different power outlets, essentially 2 different breakers. We'll start with the chickens. I have a water heater. It's like a 3-gallon water heater, and I got that on clearance. So off season, always be sure to be watching your clearance. I have a sweeter heater in here. This is above where the chickens roost, and this guy is fabulous. They're a radiant heater, so like it's between 120 and 150 when I put a temperature gauge on it. But it radiates down to keep them warm. I have a girl who can't get up on the roost because she's partially blind, and she stays in a dog crate. Normally she sleeps on top of it, which is the poop. But when I really want to keep her warm, use these dog panels a lot. These are actually supposed to go in to like a dog house, and the dog would lay on it, so it doesn't get too hot for them to actually be up against. But the way I use it for my birds or for my goats is I put it on the side of a dog crate. Kind of like that. And I'll show you how I use that elsewhere. So I have another little Roo that lives by himself here. I'm going to get Ladies this spring because he's not... my other Roo sired some of my girls that I have now. And so I'm going to mix them with him once I'm not having to worry about the cold. But see, I have another one in his little crate that he likes to sleep in, and that they're just cheaper. The sweeter heaters are more expensive. These guys are cheaper, and I like this particular brand comes from Rural King, and I like them. You can also get some, just a different brand, but something similar at Tractor Supply. Let's go in and see my turkeys. So I have one old turkey. Her name is Linda. She's 5 years old or so now. And I always worry about her getting cold. This is Linda. Hi, Linda. My other birds are younger. She's just a little older and skinnier. So here's her sweeter heater. And if it's really, really cold and I want to make sure she stays warm, then I'll put one of those panels into a dog crate for her. Pretty much all of my animals have... A lot of them, I have dog crates so that I can hem them up if I need to. Last year, I was literally bringing people in the house because I didn't have it all set up this nice. And then lastly, for my goats, I have one goat that's fairly elderly. He's like 11. And so they have big panels in these 2 super extra large dog crates. Like these are really big dog crates. I've been doing animal rescue for a long time, and these are like the sturdy, can't chew proof crazy dog crates that I've gotten over the years. Sometimes I can pick them up used, but so they've got the really big panels in there. I also have them a bucket in here for at nighttime, so they don't have to go all the way to the other bucket. So that's plugged in and stays frost free. Same with that bucket that's in there for the turkeys. For my water trough, I have this I have a rubber water trough, so I have that de-icer. It sits in the bottom. I also have one that floats that you can only put in metal troughs, but so you just have to be sure whatever trough you have that you get the appropriate one for that. And all of these items use fairly little power, so that's why I can run them off of 2 extension cords, and it's not, I mean, we're talking about 60 watts for those panel heaters. I think it's 100 watts for the big sweeter heaters. Like, they're not. So my phone ran out of storage earlier when I was filming, but again, it's just, they don't use a lot of power. Each panel and things, very little power. They don't get super hot. Really no fire issue. I can use those plastic panels. They're easy to wipe clean. I can put bedding that they can lay in, but then they can lean up against these heaters for the panels. And yeah, if you have no access to power because your animals are far from the house, that would be an issue. I like my animals to be near the house. I like to be inside and be able to hear if something sounds weird, especially in the wintertime when it's dark for long, long, long hours. I like all my animals up close to the house. I could have them in further away spaces, but this makes the most sense to me. So just some ideas for you to avoid heat lamps and such, and I'll link what I can so that you can find it.